Hello, my name is Jeff Miller. I am an orthodontist in private practice in Baltimore, Maryland. This video is a abstract of a longer presentation titled "Is Cone Beam CT an Orthodontic Game Changer?" Now, I've attended approximately a half dozen cone beam CT lectures related to orthodontic treatment. Each time I walked away with no understanding of how cone beam CT made any difference to what the presenter was doing in his or her practice. Yes, they showed interesting slides of supernumerary and impacted teeth, but they were never able to demonstrate how cone beam CT made any real difference from current diagnostic methods. My name is Jeff Miller. I graduated from Towson University, University of Maryland Dental School, got my orthodontic certificate from SUNY Buffalo, my board certification in 1991, and I've been in private practice for about 30 years. So what does cone beam CT provide that cannot be obtained from any other radiological source? Well, it's all about the boundaries. It's boundaries that are created from the buccal and lingual cortical plate that you can see on a tooth per tooth basis using cone beam CT. If you look at the diagram on the left, it appears that there's a fairly thick alveolar bone layer on both the facial and lingual surfaces of the incisor. The truth is there's very, very thin bone there. If you take a look on the cone beam CT of the lower right central incisor, see there's only eggshell thicknesses of buccal and lingual cortical plate. With cone beam CT, we're able to adjust the focal trough, or the thickness of the slice, to eliminate the superimpositions of structures, so we get a clearer view of how much bone support that tooth has. If you take a look at the diagram on the left, that is about the focal trough of a traditional cephalometric x-ray. If you take a look on the right, we can reduce that focal trough to about 0.2 of a millimeter using cone beam CT, therefore eliminating the superimposition of the various structures that interfere with clearly seeing the amount of bone support to an individual tooth. The reason that's important is because if orthodontically we move the tooth through the cortical plate, we're going to create dehiscence or fenestrations in the bone. If you move the tooth through the bone, you're going to create a dehiscence or fenestration. Bone does not remodel or grow significantly at the cortical plate. If you take a look at this recreate itself on the left and then the tracing of that on the right, it appears that that lower incisor has fairly normal bone around it. It's maybe a little bit procumbent, but it does appear to be a healthy bone. Now that slice is a 77 millimeter slice. It's about equivalent to the standard cephalometric x-ray we take for orthodontics. But I can reduce the thickness of that 77 millimeter slice. There it is at 38.6 millimeters. There it is at 17.4 millimeters, and you're starting to see a different relationship between the root and the bone. There it is at 7.8 millimeters, and there it is at 0.6 millimeters. And you can see clearly, you get a different picture of the bone support for that lower incisor using cone beam CT versus a standard cephalometric x-ray. And that is why cone beam CT is a game changer for orthodontics. Take a look at the comparison. Thank you for listening. If you have any comments or questions, feel free to email me. My email is ortho606@gmail.com. Thank you very much.